I'm under the front end of a W126 sedan. This is a 300SD. And I'm going to share with you in this video how you can replace these guide rod mounts on your own. Now, this is what most of them look like. Most of them are worn out. Even on a car like this that has less than 170,000 miles on it, notice how this ball socket joint in the bushing is all worn out and this is sloppy, and that will create a clunking sound in your front end. That's probably the first indication that these have gone bad. But if you have a W126 from 1980 up to 1991, you should check these. And if you're going to buy one, you probably should plan on replacing these unless you have records they've been recently replaced. You know, this job can be done with a normal set of metric wrenches and sockets. There are a couple things you're going to need. Number one, you really need a winch, a cable winch like this, because we have to pull the suspension forward. We have to use the winch to pull the suspension forward. You don't have to take the spring out, but it's under tension. So that's one thing. The other thing is you need at least a 2-pound dead blow or soft-faced hammer, because you're going to be hammering to get the bushing, old bushing out, and you're going to be hammering to get the new bushing in. It's a pretty tight fit in that aluminum casting. So you need a good heavy hammer. Don't use a big steel hammer. It's just going to damage the parts. The other thing that we provide in our advanced kit is an anti-corrosive gel, so you can coat the inside of the casting with this gel to keep it from corroding in the future. And you will find when we take this one out, it's going to be corroded inside. And this is a car that hasn't even been subject to road salt. Now, I should mention, if you have a car that's been subject to road salt, you're going to have a really hard time getting these 2 long bolts out of this casting that holds that bushing. And we do provide in our advanced kit 4 new bolts. They do not come in the bushing kits. So if you have a car that you suspect is rusty, get into there and see whether or not this whole area has been subject to road salt. Now, I do have a video on YouTube which takes you through the process of getting one of these out when it's really rusty, and so you should check that out. I'll put a link in the description of this product or this advanced kit on my website. So we have a couple kits that allow you to do this yourself. One is you just get the 2 guide rods and some basic written instructions, or in our advanced kit you're going to get the winch, you're going to get the hammer, you're going to get these extra bolts, and you're going to get this anti-corrosive gel. So it's going to be your call on which kit you'll need, but it's not a real difficult job, as you'll find here, if the car hasn't been subject to road salt and is rusty. But if it is, you might have a real fight on your hands.